Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back. In this video we'll be doing Form 3 Indices and Factorization revision because now I think most of the students in Hong Kong will be preparing for the finals. So I'm just going through some of the indices and some of the factorization, maybe just 2 or 3 questions for it, just so that students can guess back the idea of what indices and factorization is basically. Of course, if you want the details lesson, you need to join the courses or watch the previous videos. A lot of things are there. So these are the questions that we will be doing, around 11 questions. So what you can do is pause the video and do on your own, and that will be fine. Of course, let's go. Factorization actually have includes the identity questions as well, but then I did not include much here. But for indices, it's not really that much. So let's start with this question first. So what's going on here? So here, when you see a bracket, so indices questions, when you see a bracket, you deal with that and then deal with the negatives and then deal with plus minus, like see the same unknowns and then do whatever you can with it. So first up, is there any brackets? Yes, there's a bracket, miss. So moves here, it gives to this as well. Same for the bottom one, it goes to this one, it also goes to this one. Alright, now what does that mean? It goes to that and that. So do you see any power for the upper x and y inside the bracket? No? Well, there is, but with a hidden 1. Okay, we say it's hidden 1. So what's the use of it? Then the power outside can go inside and then multiply with the powers. If it was 1, 1 times 3 was 1 times 3 is 3. So that's why your x is now having the power 3. Same for the y. It was hidden 1. 1 times 3, 3. And then draw the line. Same goes for the bottom. If there is a power, you multiply with the power. So 9 times 2, you get that as 18. And then 7 times 2 is 14. Okay, don't forget the equal sign because this one needs your steps most of the time, especially in DSE. Of course, DSE you can have such simple question as well, but usually what they like is having one of the character as a negative power because it sounds cooler that you need to use one more step. Okay, and then what do we do? Is there any negative numbers? No, so we don't have that step. Then next step, we find the same unknown. So you have an x here, you also have an x down. You have a y on top, you also have a y on down. So what do I do with them? Then you see which one is higher power. This x cube or x18? Which one has the highest power? Obviously the down one. I know that 18 is bigger than 3, bro. Okay, so 18 is bigger than 3. So whichever the power is bigger, write the unknown there. So the bottom power is bigger, right? So write it there. And then what do? We simplify them. What does simplify mean? Now, if I do step by step, then I will have given you an example that what does this mean? This means x times x times x. The bottom one is x, 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 x. And then we cut one from top, one down, one up, one down, one up, one down. 8, 2 is left. So we have bottom s 2 and nothing on top means hidden 1. That's what I will have been doing if I do it very slowly, but now I'm not doing that way, right? So we do a little quicker. How do I get this 2? 5 minus 3 because the 5 was bigger. The same goes here. If you just want to have the bottom one, the biggest power minus the smallest power. So 18 minus 3 you get. Okay, let's write this down. And then how about for y? Which one is bigger? Again, the down one. So write it down. Bigger power minus the smaller. A, we gave these to the bottom already. Anything left on top? We can't say no because there's a hidden one on left. One left, okay? And then we do the final step. 18 minus 3, 15. 14 minus 3, 11. Now I know the background sound will be very loud in this video because it's raining heavily outside, and I'm also turning on the fan, and because I'm at home and I forgot to bring my usual video recording mic that will have done the voice cancellation, so I'm just using a random headphones, so but that does not have the noise cancellation, so you guys will have to bear. As long as you guys understand what's going on in the video, everything is fine. Who cares? Alright, last step. Is there anything left? Any other unknown same? Nope. Any other X? Any other Y's? No. So you can do the ending as this way, but some teachers in school likes you to do those two lines as very long lines, so that we know that this whole thing is the answer. It's just up to you because sometimes the answer is so long. I don't like drawing such long lines. It's all up to you. Even if you don't draw it, some teachers don't really mind, so it's also fine. Anyways, next question. Any bracket? Yes, there's a bracket, so deal with that. It goes here, hidden one, so times with that, A5, B5. A negative 7, B12. Next step, any negatives? Oh, yes, we do! If there's any negatives, change the positions. What does change the position mean? Okay, let's do one by one. Is this negative? No. Is this negative? No. Is this negative? Yes. Is this negative? No. So these three takes no change. Only this goes up. Okay, what does that mean again? So the first one, no change. Even B12 has no change. But this changed to the upside. So when it goes to the upside, it becomes positive. It's negative here, and it goes to the other side, becomes positive. Positive means there's no negative sign in front. Alright, next step. Let's find the same unknowns. Where are the A's? Here. Where are the B's? B's. What kind of sound is that? So let's continue. So A's first. A, this time A's are on, both are on the numerator stage. That means both of them are on top. None of them is at the bottom, so they don't have up and down situation. What do I do? If they are on the same stage, if they are both on the numerator or both on the denominator, add the powers up. What does that mean? So if I originally had A2 and A3, A2 means A times A, A3 means A times A times A. How many do I have in total? A5. Okay, same goes for here. They're together, so you have A times A times A times A times A. And this one also A's. And how many in total? Because they're on together. So we have A5 plus 7. How about for B? Because it's up and down, so you need to look which one is bigger. Upside is bigger or the downside is bigger? Which power? Obviously the down one. 12 is bigger than 5. So you write B at the bottom. 12 minus 5. We do it this way only if they are on different stages. One numerator, one denominator. And then the last step, calculations. 5 plus 7, 12. 12 minus 5, 7. And if that's the end, you can give the ending signs. Easy. Of course. Oh, do you see something here? When they both have same powers, you can actually go back to the previous step and take it out. Why am I talking about that? Because that's what the next question is. What's so special about here? You can't click calculator for this because the power is unknown. Then, it's unknown, but is there anything special in it? Yes. They both have same powers. And when you have same powers, you can take it out of them and then leave the rest of the things in the bracket. And then what does the dot here mean? The dot here means multiply. So 4 times 5, 28. No need bracket actually. So do it without brackets. Okay? Same goes for next one. I'm giving you 20 seconds to deal with it. Are they having, so if you have same powers, take it out, the rest do whatever's left. Okay, same for here. Only for times and division you can do this. So see here again, there's a times relation in the middle, the powers are same, so you can take it out and leave 14 times 5. What is 14 times 5? 14 times 5 is 70. You don't need bracket because there's no other things. So that's it. This is usually MC question because it's too easy. Or it could be in short questions where you don't need steps. But usually you won't have just one step question in long question because we could directly write this. Okay, so that's for indices, some of the basic 4 question. I mean, they were almost the same style. They are almost the same style. There's a lot more styles, but we did that already in previous lectures. Like you can go search the YouTube videos for it because I want to do factorization more than the indices. So how do we do this? It's raining so heavily because the voice is too loud here. How do you do this? So, well, we do see that the question is about factorization. What does factorization mean? Factorization means your final answer has to be in brackets. Now, miss, I know that when I see a square, I think of formula 0, 1, but if you're senior forms, that is fine. Like you can use calculator to find the answers for it. But I want this video is mainly for junior forms, like Form 1 to Form 3, where they are usually not allowed to use calculators for most of the topics. Same for this. So I assume that nobody knows the calculator trick, and then we do it. So deal with this. You first of all need to find the first. You need to deal with the first part and the last term. Okay? With the first term and the last term, what do I do with them? You need to see for the first term, how is 2x squared made? How is the number 2 made? What times what is 2? Oops, oops. 1 times 2, 2 times 1. Yes, they both are the same thing. So 2 times 1. And then how is x squared made? X squared is obviously just x times x. Alright, let's do this option. And then how is 3 made? 3 can be made in many ways actually. Like 1 time, even the 2 could be made in many ways of course, like there could be like 4 ways. How about 3? 3 can be made by 1 times 3. Let's try that. Positive 1 and positive 3. And then we call it a cross method. So you have a cross in the middle. What do we do? 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. Positive 6. And then let's calculate this part. 1x plus 6x is positive 7x. Uh-oh. Now, I did try to do this as 2x squared. This is correct. 1 times 3. This is also correct. But when I do the cross, I found that the final answer becomes 7x. I need to check if my final answer matches the one in the middle. Does it? No, because I have a negative here. Then what do I do? Since I know this method is not working, so I need to try some other numbers. So let's move it there. Let me do with 2x and 1x again. But the other side I'll change to negative 1 and negative 3. Why do I do that? Negative is also positive. So when you see the positive sign, you can either use both of them as positive or both of them as negative. And then now let me do the cross again. Again, 1 times negative 1 is negative x. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. And then you're 1 steps down and you're going 6 more steps down. How many steps are you down? So negative x minus 6x. Negative x basically means a hidden 1. So negative 1 minus 6, negative 7x. Let's check now. This one I could make it into this. This part I could make it to this. And then final answer. Does this match the one in the middle? Yay! Yes, it matches. Okay, so what if it matches? Then we put a bracket. Where do we put the brackets? Here and here. So these are our two answers. We write it. 2x minus 1, 1x minus 3. I don't like the 1 there because we never have the 1. 1 is always hidden. Hidden. Why did I even write it? It's so ugly if I have the 1 there. Don't write it. That's the end. Can I do anything else? Check the brackets itself. Is there anything that they both have? Nope. Is there anything that they both have? Also no. So that means this is the end. Alright? Of course this is harder than indices a lot. That's why this is not taught so early. This is literally taught in Form 3 and then it's very much useful in like some of the questions like this one. It's different. It can be taught in Form 2, but these ones where both of the brackets are different are taught in Form 3. How do I know that this is same? Because math teacher plus I like doing things in heart. Alright, how is 9z squared made? 9 can be made by 1 times 9, 9 times 1, 3 times 3 as well. Because the number here is small, so shall we try with 3? There's 3, 3, 6, because it's just 1 there, so it's always just 1 times 1 or negative 1 times negative 1. Well, I can give you a little tip. When you have a negative in the middle, oops, you better have negative somewhere. It will be easier to do. So do I have a negative here? That means I will have to use a negative somewhere. So let's do it. 9z squared. I will do 3z and 3z. Because 3 times 3 is also 9. Z times z squared. And how is 1 made? Because I need to use negative. And then I need to make it positive. So I'll be using negative 1, negative 1. Put a cross. Let's see if it works. 1 times negative 3. 1 times negative 3, negative 3z. 3z times negative 1, negative 3z. Oh! Negative 3 minus 3, negative 6z. Dun dun dun. This matches. This matches. The final answer matches the one in the middle. So that means this is correct. And if this is correct, put a bracket. Put a bracket. Put a bracket. Of course, you do need to show these all types with the markers. They don't really need to do that. So we just write the final answer. 3z minus 1. 3z. If something is same, what do we do? A times A means A square. So this times this means this square. Okay? Why was I saying Form 2 could do this as well? Because it's identity. A minus B square. This is 3z squared. This is negative 2 times 3z times 1. This is 1 square. So it's a square minus 2ab plus b square. It becomes a minus b square. Yeah? I know it's hard to remember everything. That's fine. Like for this one, you must use it. I mean, it's not a must give, but then it's better to use identities. Now you can still do the cross method for this one. I just don't suggest. I want you to at least remember one of the identities. A square minus b square, which is a plus b, a minus b. Because when you have two things, mostly we think of this one. Same goes for here, since they are very, very same. So let's do that. What square is 16? What times what is 16? Remember, we do a lot of square numbers worksheet because I want you guys to remember when you see these kinds of numbers, you should immediately know that these are square numbers. That means something squared equals to these. So how is 16 made? What times what is 16? 4. That's 4z square. And then what times what is 25? 5. So the square for both of them, of course. And so this means your a square minus b square. A square minus b square is bracket a plus b bracket a minus b. So we write it. Two brackets. A is the whole thing, okay? So A plus B, A minus B. Congratulations and celebration. Is it the end? I put the ending sign. Well, maybe it is. Let's check. Anything common here? Anything common here? No, no. So this is the end. Hola. I don't want to take too much of your times, guys. So let's go to the next question. Give you 10 seconds to do it. This shouldn't take too much time. How is 2a square made? 2a times a. Ooh, negative sign. How is negative 7b square made? B square is b times b, of course. How about negative 7? That is 1 times negative 7. Now, why am I giving the negative to this and not this? Because later when I do this, 7 times 2 is bigger number and I need a bigger number to be negative. That's why. So we always need to think B, B. Yeah, remember I told you I don't like the one? Nobody likes the one. It's ugly. So, that hidden one, erase it away. Cross. Draw the line. A times B is AB, positive AB, because they're positive. 2A times negative 7B is negative 14AB. And then, this is a hidden one. So 1 minus 14, you were one step up, and then now you're going 14 steps down. So are you at the down or are you at the up? Of course, down. Okay, let's check now. 2A times A, 2A square. B times negative 7B, negative 7B. And the final answer, yes, it matches in the middle. If everything is fine, we put brackets. So it's done. 2A plus B, A minus 7B. Okay. Of course, always check if in the bracket anything same. Nothing? I mean it's common so that you could have taken out. If nothing, then it's done. Let's go to the next one. Always pause the video and try on your own first before I do it, because it's just practice makes perfect kind of questions now. How is 3q square made? 1 times 3, so q times 3q. And then 14, remember if we have a negative in the middle and the last one you need to make positive, you need to use somehow negatives. So negative, how is 14 made? Negative 2 times negative 7, r square. Oops, just r and r. And then we put on cross, cross, cross. Let's do it. Negative 2 times 3. Negative 6qr. Q times negative 7. That means 1 times negative 7, negative 7qr. So, negative 6 times negative 7, negative 13qr. Is it matching the one in the middle? Yes. So, that means that's the bracket. So, you write it. Q minus 2r, sum q comes at r, and that's the ending. Of course, always check. Have a good habit of checking if there's anything common. If you don't like that thing, then you do the checking in advance. Okay, last two questions. A little different because no more cross methods, more than three things now. How do I deal with when there is more than three things? Oh, actually, there's a little typo in this question. I forgot to tell most of the people that there's no three here. Okay, let's do it. So if you see it's more than three things, divide into few groups. So the first group here and the second group here. From my first group, from the first group and the second group, you find something that's common. Anything that they both have. What does y squared means? Y squared means y times y. Alright. And then, so I have xy here and the yy here. Is there anything that both have? They both have at least one y. If I take out one of the y's, take out this, what is left? X plus y. X plus y. How about the bottom later? Both of them have -6. I took out negative, I took out 6. What is left? Y. I took out negative, I took out 6. What is left? X. Just positive X. And then still I have a minus in the middle. Factorization should not have that. So, is there anything common between these two sets? I have two different sets now, one here and one here. Yes, they both have x plus y and y plus x are same. Is it? What is 5 plus 3? What is 3 plus 5? Brother 8, brother. I like that statement I saw on YouTube in shorts. Like, brother, like, but that was so perfect. I wanted to practice it and then use in this video, but I forgot. Okay, they are same. So you take it out. What is left? Since you already took out x plus y, cancel them out. We just have y minus 6 left. And that's your final answer. Congratulations. Last question of the day. Let's do it very quickly because I'm gonna have a guest at home very soon and then I've prepared nothing. So the first part. Anything same? Yes. Both have B's. How about the back? Both have D's. Oh, look at that. Now from these to anything same. They look the same, but they're not exactly the same. What do I do? Well, you can do something else. What? You can choose to switch their options, or you can just choose to switch these two options. If I do that, what does that become? Negative dA plus CD. This first part is fine. Then what do I take as common? Negative D. If I take out negative and also D, A is left. I take out negative. So negative and positive becomes negative. I already took out D, so only C is left. Okay, you can always switch options. Alright. And then now from these two, anything same? A comes C. What is left? You took out A comes C. So B minus D is left. And that's your final answer. Make sure that there's always something same, or else there might be typo. You can always ask in teachers in charge or even the tutors. Okay, so actually indices and factorization is one of the really hard things, but then once you master this you will love doing it, and if you can understand this you can understand a lot more topics in future as well. So make sure if you want to start any new topic, first up these two has to be very 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 clear. Okay, and then finish the rest. So you can always watch the video again and again until you're 100% sure how to do each and every question in here, because this can contain a lot of marks. Let's see if other schools have it. What does that mean? This could be 2 marks, this could be 2 marks, this could be 2 marks, and then they're same thing. So this could be 2 marks and then 2 marks, and they are basically the same thing. So how many stars did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means this is at least 10 marks. Because junior forms every question is just 2 marks. If it's senior forms, these will be 3 marks because it's just one in whole paper. But junior forms they can have more than one. So it's at least 10 marks because you never know. Maybe some teachers like having more than one question for each style, which is very common because they might have the same style in MC and then another style in long question. Just could be 4 marks immediately. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope you guys like it, and if you don't, if you have my IG, my number, or anything, you can out there. Or so until next time, see you. Tata, bye bye. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. And this was just the Form 3 Maths Basics Indices. Ouch! This was wrong spelling, and nobody told me. How rude. Indices. Why does this look more wrong? I mean, maybe it is wrong. Maybe it's not wrong. My English is also wrong. And this looks much better. Indices. Okay. Hi, it was so stupid. How could I just put a Z there? I mean, S there. Even for factorization, some like using S, some like using Z. I personally like Z because that's how I read it. If I do the factorization, yuck, it sounds so yuck. So no. But then this one is ES. Ouch. I got scared of the thunderstorm outside and I'm alone at home. This is scary because I don't like staying alone at home because anything could happen and then I live in a village house so it's crazy. I should just leave and go for my mother's home. So until next time, see you. Tata bye bye. Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz. Bye.